right, say something nice.
Something nice.
Got some beautiful smash patties going on the grill here. All right, Vinny. So we're at the famous pop-up, Langan's Patties. They don't come around too often, so this is going to be a treat for us. This is the owner, Mike, here.
What's up, guys?
He's been cooking since 2019. Sorry, 2019. So he's been doing this for 5 years. What brought your love on for burgers in the first place?
My dad was a butcher.
Valid.
Love a good old classic burger.
You said you're a retired cop. Did you go to culinary school before you became a cop? Or you ever thinking about becoming a culinary school?
No, may have been a good choice. I worked in bars as a kid, cooking. I was 17, 18, working in bars, worked in delis since I'm 14. Ralph's Ices. So I always did something in the food world here on Staten Island.
Now here's an interesting question. What are your hot takes on burgers?
Keep it simple.
Heard it from the horse's mouth, folks. Keep it simple. 6 patties dropped down on the grill. So how did this all start in the first place?
I bought a Blackstone griddle to replace my barbecue at home that fell apart. I said, you know what? I think I could take these things on the road. And that was kind of it. I talked to a couple people. They told me what I needed to do. A few things. It's actually why I made this shirt. A few things fell into place. And that was it. It was born. It was born within 6 weeks.
You started in 2019, you said. How did COVID affect you guys?
So, COVID was actually good for us in a business sense or a popularity sense, because people were tired of being stuck inside. So they wanted to get out. Luckily, Holtman's allowed us to set up here. So coming here, and also I started a GoFundMe just because my cousin worked at Staten Island North, and I had another co-worker who worked in the hospitals, and they talked about the people donating food. I said, I would like to do that if I could do it. You know, we were only operating for 6 months at that time. So I started a GoFundMe for one hospital, and we ended up raising almost $10,000. So we fed all 3 hospitals. And my cousin worked the overnight shift, and he goes, we always get stale sandwiches and cold food. So I said, no problem. I'm going to come there at 11 o'clock at night. And you guys are coming in. So we're going to set up, and we're going to cook for you guys on the overnight. So we fed all the overnight guys at the hospital. So that was kind of COVID here, the hospitals, and then we had private donations for certain precincts. Somebody reached out to me, hey, could you cook for my brother's precinct? I'll pay for you. And we just took it, totally, I guess pro bono is the right word. I didn't make any money on it. I charged them costs, whatever my materials cost. And we just went and we, went around cooking. Cooked for 3 or 4 different precincts, 3 hospitals. And then we came here, and we were here twice a week, I think, during COVID to start.
How often do you do this pop-up?
Now, not as much as I would like to. We since moved to Pennsylvania, so we try to come back to Staten Island probably every 3 months if we can. Something around there.
Oh, so we were lucky today.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Did you ever think about maybe owning a food truck instead of trying to open a restaurant?
So I bought a food trailer. So we operated that for about a year and a half. Bought a lemon because I never bought a trailer before. It was just a business decision after 2 years to sell it. So, each thing has its pros and cons between the trailer versus the pop-up setup. So, they both have their pluses and minuses.
It makes sense. Why the smash burger as opposed to maybe a thick pub burger?
It's quicker. It's a little bit more. It's easier to get it consistent because that's what everybody wants. You want that same nostalgic burger that you've had since you're a kid, or maybe McDonald's or Wendy's. It's always the same. So when you have a smash burger, it's a lot easier to get the consistency down as opposed to medium well, or people's preferences. It comes one way. It comes well done but juicy because we use a good quality meat.
I saw your sauce is a secret. How secret is it?
It is kind of like a homemade Big Mac sauce. with just a couple tweaks. So I mean, it's mayo, mustard, ketchup, pickles, salt and pepper, and then a couple other secret ingredients. Yeah, I just kind of tweaked it and found the right sweet spot.
I know you have bacon. It's actually sitting right in front of me. Do you think bacon makes a burger better, or is it a matter of personal preference?
I think it's personal preference. For me, if I'm going to a new spot, I won't get bacon.
I agree.
I want it as simple as they make it, and I want to see if you could execute a good, simple burger.
Sort of like pizza. If your plain pizza's no good, I don't want your specialty pizza.
I tell people that for years. Yep.
I was also told you cooked for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes. Yeah. She's a fan of the burger.
What do you think she would have rated it?
I got yelled at by her because I didn't have enough.
That's a good reason to get yelled at.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe a 9. Take a 9 out of a 10 from her.
So after we just watched the master of work, we got potato bun, pickles, secret house sauce, caramelized onions, and a lacy edge burger. This is everything I could have wanted on a burger. Because I agree with him. Burger's got to be simple. You don't need a million toppings. Nothing more than this. Perfect. Cheers. Bun is toasted. Nice and soft. That lacy edge is nice. Onions are cooked perfectly. The pickle gives a nice crunchy texture to the burger on top of the toast. It's a little messy. Crunchy edge. I love it. So it's a little sweet. I don't mind it. This is spectacular. Don't get me wrong, this is absolutely magnificent. It is a little messy, but it's worth it. One bun, nobody knows the rules. I'm going to go solid 9.